The sacred text in Hebrews 3:4 says, "For every house is built by someone." For every house is built by someone, but he who built all things is God. Let's understand the two parts of this verse. When you see a house, whether it's the house you live in or someone else's house or an apartment, any building, you don't think it came out of nowhere. You don't think this was just born, just came out of the ground or fell from the sky. No, you think someone projected, designed this house, someone built it. That's why it exists. Just as any human edification was built by human hands, the family, which is a divine construction, is also built by the people who are part of it and by its builder, God. This is what this verse is talking about. For every house is built by someone, but he who built all things is God. The first part of this verse teaches us the following. You want to have a happy marriage. People dream of having a relationship that they are loved, respected, and happy. The human being has this universal desire in any nationality, culture, financial status. It's in the human being to have a family, to form a family, and be happy with this relationship. But it's not enough to desire it. Many desire this and don't get it. Because a happy family is not luck. It does not come out of nowhere. It does not fall from the sky. A happy family is a building, a construction. A happy marriage is something built, which usually starts with someone. Eventually, both parties come together. But usually, one is the builder and the other is the helper. And interestingly, the Bible calls the woman the builder of her house. The wise woman builds her house, says the Bible, but the foolish pulls it down with her hands. Does it mean all the responsibility lies with the woman? No, because in Psalm 128, it speaks about the man who fears the Lord and also has their house, their family, their children edified because he fears God. So the fear of the Lord in him makes him to be a safe haven, like a pillar in his house. So both men and women have their role in the building of their home. But it is not enough for the both of you to do your part. There must be the second part of the verse of Hebrews 3:4. For every house is built by someone is the first part, the first understanding you must have. No house will be built by nobody or coming out of nowhere. Someone must build it, and God counts on you for you to do your part. It's not magic, it's building, edifying. And the second part of the verse says, "But he who built all things is God." In other words, if you work to build your family, to build your marriage, but you work only with your own strength, thinking because we love each other, we will be happy, and you put God in the background, per se, it will not happen, because Psalm 127 also says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it." So you can go to couples therapy, you can read books, you can look for advice from friends, grandparents, parents. You can look for anything to edify, to build your marriage. You can go on exotic trips, you can have the dream house, but if the Lord does not build your house, you will have at some point some flaws, either leaks in the ceiling or cracks on the walls. Something will go wrong in the relationship, as it happens in the marriages of this world. They start well, but some they don't, but others start well, but they take a wrong turn along the way and they fall to the ground. They are sandcastles. They are not houses built on the rock. They are not houses built in partnership with God. They are houses that are built with materials that cannot resist the hardships of life, or the influence of third parties, or the human inclinations. One looks at another woman, or they look at someone outside of their marriage, and they get involved with them, they betray, they commit mistakes, and soon after, the family is destroyed, and then there is a divorce. Why? Because they are not built with material that will keep the house standing. Only God can give them the right material. So do you desire to have an edified home, a firm, strong home? What do you need? You have to understand that you must do your part to set the bricks, choose the material well, to engage in the construction of your home. This starts from singlehood. The mistake of many single ones is to delay their love life. Now I only want to study, I want only to work, I'm focused on saving some money, focusing on my career, and they think that their love life can be put on a shelf somewhere, closed, behind locked doors, and they can open it whenever they need. They think that's how it works. But what happens is, at university you will fall in love for someone, or at your workplace you will feel needy, and you, completely unprepared, moved by the need for attention or a desire to solve the loneliness you're suffering with, completely unprepared, because unprepared people attract unprepared people. And you will get frustrated because you wanted to invest in your career, your studies, which is okay. But it doesn't need exclusivity, leaving your love life to the side. What impedes you from investing in your love life at the same time? And prepare yourself. So this is the mistake of many young people, to think, now I won't do anything. You need to start the building of your house from its roots. At a young age, I'm talking to you who are young, you who are not that young anymore. You made many mistakes, you suffered in many wrong relationships, and now you are picking up the pieces that are scattered all around. Still, you can look for the builder of families and lives, but at this time doing what is right. He is the great engineer of families, of homes, and just as in engineering there are laws to build a house, a well-built house respected the laws of engineering. Am I right? Likewise, a well-built house in the family, a well-built couple, family, there are laws that they must abide by. If you look for the great builder of families and homes, and if you do your part, even if the other is like a destroyer, you want to build and the other is only destroying, even if you do that, if you are in this situation, if you align your efforts of building your house along the one who built all things, the one who builds all things, who is God, you will be able to have what you really want. Don't forget, for every house is built by someone. It's not magic, it's not luck, it's building. Be that someone aligned with the skillful builder. If today's video helped you and you know someone that could benefit from it, share it with them, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you may do so now. See you later.